your project, you will be reading books or articles or watching videos to find information that answers your research questions. You will want to take notes so you do not forget what you learned and from which source you learned it. You can, of course, write or type your notes directly on your graphic organizer, but some of you may prefer to speak your notes. To do this, you can use a free Google app called VoiceNote II. I am going to demonstrate how to use this app. First, you need to download it from the MCPS Chrome store. I have already done that. As you can see, it is right here in My Apps. I simply click on it to open it. As you can see, a simple text document with several buttons around the outer edges will come up. First, I'm going to X out of the advertisements so that they do not distract me. Okay, let me show you some of the features. Over here on the left is a button with 4 lines. If I click that button, it opens a window. This window contains my notes, my dictionaries, and settings. There is nothing currently in my notes because I have not previously recorded and saved a note. My dictionaries we will not review at this point since it is not valuable for your project. But settings include some options for changing your settings, such as your microphone setting, your text color, or your background color. To close this window, I simply click the button with the 4 lines again. Another feature is this button with the world on it. If I click this button, it gives me the option to change the language in which I'm recording my notes. It is currently set to English, but I can change it to Spanish or French or many other different languages. For now, I will keep it on English since I am going to record my note in English. To close out of this, I simply click the button with the world on it again. Over here, you'll notice there are several buttons, but 3 of them are actually in orange. These are the most often used buttons. The first is the microphone, which you will press to both record and stop your recording. The second, the check mark, will highlight the text that you just spoke. And the third is an eraser and will erase the text that just was written on the screen. The other buttons are often punctuation marks, or here is the Enter button, which allows you to jump to a next line. You can push these buttons while you are recording to insert punctuation or jump to another line. This button down here will save your notes. Okay, let's see how this works. I am going to look for information for my project in Britannica School. I've called up an article on pioneer life since I am interested in writing my story about a pioneer family. I have my graphic organizer here with a research question. And that research question is, what types of homes did American pioneers build? That is what I want to find out information about. I'm going to go back to my article, and I can see that there is a lot of information both in this caption and in the first paragraph here about pioneer homes and the types of materials that pioneers used. I have read the information, and I'm now going to record it in VoiceNote. Remember, whether you're writing or recording your voice for a note, you want to keep your note very simple. You do not want to write or record complete sentences. You want to take the main ideas and simply record or speak them. In this case, I'm not going to talk about homes or houses. I know that my note is about homes or houses, so I'm just going to write the materials that are used often in pioneer homes. I'm going to start by clicking the button and then recording my voice. Pioneer homes. Sod, logs and mud, bricks of dirt and prairie grass, dirt floors, fireplaces, sometimes holes in hillsides. Okay, I've stopped recording. So here is my information that I took away, and as I put new materials in, I clicked on the return button so that I could jump to a new line and know that was about something else. If I want to edit this text, because there is one little mistake, I can click this button down here with the pencil, and I'm going to go in and put this on a new line. And then this statement really needed to be back up here. Okay, so here we are. These are my notes. Now I can save it by clicking this button with the disc on it and save it as Pioneer Homes, okay? And then it will come up in my notes and it is saved in this app. But what might be easier is if I actually just select the text, highlight it with my mouse, click Control-C to copy it, and then move to my graphic organizer. And right here in this cell, I'm going to click put my cursor and click Control-V, and my notes pop up right there. And then over here, I would write information about the source, the Encyclopedia Britannica article, so that later on, when I'm writing my citations, I could include that if I use this information. And that is how to use VoiceNote II.